Hello, everybody. It's your boy JCG. Welcome back to the lounge. Well, it's time to talk about movies again. Superman is right around the corner. July 11th can't come fast enough. In a time where the superhero movie genre is on the decline and people are starting to get fatigued by bad or just disappointing movies, now is the time for a company like Warner Brothers to actually set things right and make a great film. Now is the time for DC Studios to finally have a leg up over their competition and kickstart what could be a great cinematic universe. Superman has only made me more excited with every trailer and promotional image that we've gotten. That being said, there are some concerns going into this film that I want to address. A lot of people are skeptical about James Gunn's Superman, and one of those reasons is James Gunn himself. Many people have made the argument that James isn't a good choice for directing a Superman movie. To an extent, I agree with that. James has a very distinct way of filming his movies. A lot of the time, he leans on raunchy, sometimes overly comedic moments. His writing can tug at heartstrings, especially when we're talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But James is a guy who plays a lot on the edgy, darker, sometimes provocative themes for stories. I haven't seen every film he's done, but if you just look at movies like The Suicide Squad, Super, Brightburn, you can tell James likes to either utilize horror elements, dark comedy, those types of themes. And because of this, some will say this doesn't work for a character like Superman. And I would definitely agree with you. Those styles don't work for Superman. Here's the thing, however. Those styles aren't being used for Superman. The movie isn't out yet, so I can't say how it is or how James directed it. But majority of what I've seen from a lot of these trailers seems as though he isn't utilizing any of the usual edgy or raunchy themes he's known for. Of course, James's usual comedic beats, like with the scene with Superman interacting with his dog Crypto, are present in the trailers. I will admit that does come across as Guardians level humor. With all of that said, all the footage from these trailers have shown us something that the previous big screen Superman has never showed. A bright, joyful, one might even say hopeful iteration of the iconic character. This isn't me crapping on Zack Snyder, by the way. This is just pointing out the obvious. As much as I liked Henry Cavill in the role, he wasn't given the right material for a long time. His Superman was a result of Zack's dark vision and Warner Brothers not knowing what they want for DC films. And in the end, he was ultimately done dirty by WB. You see, I understand why folks are cautious. I have said multiple times that I wouldn't have chosen James Gunn to direct a Superman movie. And I have even mentioned that there are some choices with this film that I am not so sure about, like the inclusion of other DC heroes like Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl. I have concerns with this movie. At the same time, I am still very much excited for it. And that's only because this movie is hitting all the right beats for me. The tone is fun and the trailers are upbeat and showing a softness to the character. David Cornsweet seems confident in the role, and from the recent trailer, he's finally getting some hits in. I don't know, fam, but superhero movies lately haven't been doing a lot for most people. And this is, in my opinion, the biggest and most important comic book film that's coming out. This movie is important because while James Gunn will say that this movie isn't the end-all be-all for DC Studios, I don't think we should be downplaying just how huge this movie is going to be. We're talking about the first movie in a brand new DC cinematic universe, the first Superman movie we've had in a long while, and the first live-action DC movie since 2023. Remember when Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds failed to kickstart DC's movie universe? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But seriously, though, this isn't me saying Superman will be another Green Lantern. What I'm saying is that if this movie fails, at least financially, WB will look at it and assume that audiences don't want Superman or other DC characters and will scrap this whole idea and continue to push Batman, and only Batman, for the foreseeable future. James may be the big head of DC Studios, but Warner Brothers ultimately owns him and the IP, and they get final say on whether or not these ideas continue. I want Superman to be a hit. This could lead to many more opportunities to bring the larger world of DC Comics to life, in a better way this time around. We could finally have the live-action Justice League movie we always wanted. But only time will tell. Hey, thank you all so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. What do you think? Are any of you guys still excited for Superman coming out next month? I'm probably going to see it day one, because I want to avoid spoilers. But yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for this. I'm not saying it's going to be a masterpiece, but I really do hope that this movie exceeds all of our expectations and James can prove that he can handle this character well. Hopefully the future is bright for Superman and the rest of the DC film universe. But yeah, those are my thoughts. As I said, thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, give it a like. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And don't forget, if you want more videos just like this, subscribe to join the lounge. I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys next time. In the meantime, God bless. I'm out. Deuces.